morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Oh my goodness. Get settled in and grab your cup because we're going to talk about spiritual jealousy. Anyhow, hope you guys are doing well and you had a nice weekend and that you're staying safe. And to all of our friends out there, grab your cup. Let's say hello, hello. We are going to talk about spiritual jealousy. Not a fun topic, all right? Not one that we really want to give energy to, but necessary to talk about, necessary to kind of discuss, because if you are experiencing this, you may feel yourself struggling and in worry and thinking you've done something wrong. Good morning, Catherine. Nice to see you. All right, let us start off with a quote from Coffee with Colby. Here we go. Okay, ready? Don't allow yourself to get caught up in the daily dramas of life. They are not what your existence is about. Avoid speaking negative words or gossip. They are not what your existence is about. Speak the words of love, openness, acceptance, and kindness. Live your life with joy, for this is what your existence is about. So that's a really good reminder, right? And as you develop your gifts, or as you just kind of develop your own soul, as we're all making our way through this life, through this physical existence, there may be people who come along that are triggered, or that there's jealousy, that they want to hold you back, that they want to dim your light, and then they're going to try to make you think you've done something wrong. But the truth is this: if you're in alignment, if you are living in your own truth, then you can feel good about that. You can feel, have a clear conscience about that. We can't worry or avoid everyone else's feelings and their triggers and their emotions and their sensitivities. It would be great if we could, okay? It would be great. But the thing is all we can do is offer kindness and compassion and love, right? We can offer love. And that is where we can stand. So you can stand in your truth, okay? You can stand with love. You can stand with grace. You can stand with good intentions. But knowing who you are, even still, as you rise, as you start to build success, as you start to get yourself out there, and whether that's in the spiritual realm or the muggle realm, it happens and it's there. And it's painful because you may know this person. This person may be a friend. This person is probably someone you had a relationship with. And so when this happens, we can be upset. We can get our feelings hurt. We can worry, did we do something wrong? But at the end of the day, if you know you didn't, at the end of the day, if you know that you have held your head high and that you're walking your path, then someone has to work on their own insecurities, right? We have to take responsibility for our insecurities. So there's gonna be people that are gonna talk about you, and they're not gonna listen to message 280. They are not gonna get the memo. Oh, 290. They're not gonna get the memo. How weird is that? 290 was an 11 too, but they're not gonna get that memo, okay? They're going to twist the story. They're going to make sure it fits their dialogue and it's going to fit their viewpoint. And that is what it is. But don't hold yourself to that, okay? Don't lower yourself to that level, all right? Don't sit there and try to tiptoe around it either, okay? Like, stand in your power. If they can't handle your power, they're not your people. Don't get me started out there. All right. So what we have to do is we gotta be our brightest self. You're here to be your brightest self. You're here to be your brightest self. Your brightest self, not your dim self. All right. Not the one that tries to be a people pleaser. Go back and see Coffee with Colby People Pleasers. You're not here to be that person. You are here to be a grand light. and to shine. And you may have to bring in new people. You may have to bring in people that don't have an agenda or that don't have these insecurities that are going to sabotage. So look at yourself. If you do, you guys, if you do have some stuff, okay? Welcome, Donna Mae. If you do have some stuff that you find yourself getting triggered with, acknowledge if it's jealousy. Acknowledge if there's something that you need to work on, and work on it, because otherwise it will hold you back. Otherwise it will sabotage you. All right? You will not be able to get to the successful level you desire if you are working with jealousy and hatred and insecurities. It's impossible, because they're the opposite sides of the vibration that we need for success. And let's all talk about spiritual jealousy here, all right? If you are truly working for spirit, we're all here to work together. We're all here to come together to support one another. What can I do for you? Let me help you. Let's do this together. What can we do as a community rather than sabotaging, backstabbing, saying negative things, putting false reviews up? I mean, you would think this stuff is crazy and wouldn't happen, but people are doing it. And that's a shame, because now they're just creating bad karma for themselves. And then it's going to repeat itself, and then they're going to repeat the cycle, and they don't know why they're stuck. They don't know why they're struggling. So don't fall into that, okay? Don't play that game. Don't play that game. Be willing to cut people out if they are not in alignment. I say it over and over, because we're so afraid of losing people. We're so afraid of people not liking us. We're so afraid of not being accepted. And I get it. I've got it too. We've all got it. But you got to move past it. You got to stand in your power. You got to stand in your light. You got to own who you are. Be in alignment, and know and trust and honor that spirit is guiding you. Spirit is guiding you. And when you believe that, when they take something away, guess what happens? Guess what happens when they take something away? It has an open space. And what does that do? It gives spirit and the universe an opportunity to put something new right in there. Right in there. Okay? So, and that's a great point. Yes, Catherine, sometimes, there's transitional periods. Sometimes there's transitions, and you're moving at a different pace than someone else, okay? Or maybe where you are is just not in alignment. That doesn't mean at some point, at some day, it can't come into alignment, but someone has to do some work. Someone has got to dig deep, meditate, figure out what's going on, and get back to source and work for good. Spirit doesn't want us to be jealous. They don't want us to be resentful. They don't want us to hold ourselves back for the sake of someone else. Spirit wants you to flourish, okay? They want you to flourish. And do that. Don't hold yourself back either. But certainly don't let someone else hold you back. Even in the workplace, right? I remember getting a promotion in the workplace, and there's just jealousy in that. Someone else felt like it was their role. It was theirs. And it's like, no, apparently it was mine. Apparently spirit gave it. And to know and to honor that. And so this is really tough, This is oh, that's interesting, Kelly. This is tough. It's tough to have the cattiness, okay? Cattiness. And we don't need cattiness. Some people don't like if you're outspoken. Be outspoken. Stand up for what you believe in. Don't be part of the herd, Yeah, so you have the herd and everybody, and then the person who separates, people don't like them. People say they're not spiritual. People sit there and exile them, right? Don't sit there and let that be on you. All right? Be willing to take your own path, because spirit and the universe will support you. And those that are going to say negative things, those who are going to try to get people against you. Oh, those little narcissists out there that love to do that little bit. Ooh, let me go speaking. Let me go do this. you know what? Isn't that's just more insecurity? Those insecurities, that jealousy, all of that is going to do nothing but halt their success. It's going to stunt their growth. So, look at what you got to work on, right? We all got to do this. Look at what you got to work on, right? We're all here to grow. We're all here to evolve. See where you are. Kind of do a little check with it. If there's something that you do get a little jealous over or it hits you the wrong way, figure out why that is. Figure out just what happened. You know, where did that trauma come from? Why do you feel there's an injustice? But also just sit there and then take a step back and say, okay, I'm going to work on that for myself. And if someone is in your life and they are trying to hold you back, they're not sitting there supporting you. They're not embracing. They're, trying to say, are you sure? Are you sure you're ready? Just, just remember, you've got to answer to yourself and to spirit. All right? You got to answer to yourself and to spirit. And as long as you're okay with both those things, you're doing all right. You're doing all right. There's no penalty. The universe knows when you're working on yourself. They know when it's time to pull someone out of your life. And sometimes we don't know that yet, right? Our consciousness isn't aware of it, but it just happens. But sometimes, again, spirit will pull something out very quickly when they kind of given us a warning or two, and then we didn't recognize it. They will go ahead and just pull that out. They will just pluck it out like a hair, pluck it right on out. They would just take that. So honor yourself. Honor where you are. If you are experiencing this jealousy, this backstabbing, this nastiness, I am sorry. I apologize. I am sorry because, it would be great if people were more confident and more secure without all of their rules and needs to sit there and let us all shine brightly. Because the more we shine, the brighter this world becomes. Okay. All right. That's it. That is your Coffee with Colby for today. Lots of love to everyone. This Thursday night is a date night, so I'm going to take your calls on there. Yeah, you can always get the Coffee with Colby book on Amazon. I love this book, though. I mean, I know I wrote it. I didn't write it. See, that's why I think I can say I love it, because I did not write it. Spirit wrote this, okay? All right, it's 365 messages, and you just open it, and it always just seems to give you the right one. It's really fun. It's really nice, and I can't believe they did it. It was really your idea. I'm always telling you, it was your guys' idea. I'm glad I listened to you because it's nice. I use it. Anyhow, there we go. All right, lots of love to everybody. Oh, the Passion to Purpose workshop. That is September 15th, I think. Passion to Purpose. Listen, if you're in a place and you're struggling, like, what's my next step? Or how do I figure out my passion? How do I turn my passion into my purpose? I know what my passion is. I can't figure out how to wiggle it out. Come take the workshop. We're going to have a great time. It's going to be fun. All right, listen, everybody. Lots of love to you. I appreciate it. Seems like you guys like this one because we all have dealt with it. Please feel free to share. Lots of love. And remember, shine your light and shine it bright. Bye, everybody.